You know that moment when you have to wake up early in the morning, but you simply can't? I mean, you have been hitting the snooze button over and over because you freaking want to sleep. Of course, you have to head to your job, but the sleep is so sweet that you're ready to sacrifice your job for it. Especially when last night you could not fall asleep at all. You tried to sleep early, but for one reason or another, you have spent hours simply lying on your bed, changing positions, thinking about every crap that crossed your mind, remembering every BS you have done in the past before you actually fell asleep. How do I know that? Because I've had the exact same experience like everyone else. There is no doubt that you want to become an early riser. You want to wake up at 4 or 5 a.m. and start hustling. But it just seems like it's not working with you. Just look back and count the number of times you tried but failed. That's why here in this video, we'll take a look at a practical way that you can follow to start waking up at 4 a.m. Firstly and most importantly, you have to ask yourself this question. Why do I want to wake up at 4 a.m.? This might sound simple and unimportant, but your answer to this question is the key factor. Most people feel inspired when they watch a motivational video. They suddenly want to become an early riser. That's the moment when they feel energized and super confident, as if they are about to conquer the world. But it's not as easy as that, because that motivational feeling will fade away in few hours if not minutes, and the next morning you are going to feel as you always do. That's why you should not rely on your feelings, but rather you must have a strong reason. Like for example, if you aren't going to show up at 9 a.m. in the office, you might lose your job. That's probably what drives most people to be on time every morning. So come up with an important reason to wake up that early. So every time your alarm rings at 4 a.m., you've got to wake up because that project or meeting is waiting for you and it's so important that you cannot possibly miss it. In my case, for example, I plan most of my work to be done in the morning because in the evening I really find it difficult to stay focused. By 7 p.m., I already feel tired. By 8 p.m., I certainly won't be doing anything super productive. So it's important for me to get up early, otherwise my plans will fall behind. But no matter what an important job you have in the morning, you're not going to wake up if you won't have enough sleep. You might do it once or twice, but in most of the cases, sleep is going to overcome you because that's something that your body literally needs. But you might say, even if I get early to my bed, I still can't fall asleep. I mean, I'm going to simply lie on my bed for hours before I fall asleep. And that's something a lot of people struggle with. Don't worry, you're not the only one. And here is what you should do about it. Your brain doesn't like a lot of changes because each time when you do something absolutely different, it requires your brain to think. And that consumes a lot of energy. So your brain starts looking for shortcuts. If you are doing something every day around the same time, like brushing your teeth the moment you wake up, for example, you will start doing that automatically without really giving it a thought. Sometimes you will brush your teeth and you might not remember that you did that because you have been thinking about something else and you automatically did it since it has become a habit. The idea is to turn your sleep into a habit. In other words, you have to sleep and wake up at the same time every single day. So every time when it's 11 p.m., you will naturally start feeling tired and sleepy. And the point is to go and sleep at that time and not wait until 1 a.m. because you will break your sleeping habit and then again you will find it extremely difficult to fall asleep. In order to establish that habit, you need to sleep around the same time for 3 or 4 weeks until your body adapts. You will naturally find it difficult to fall asleep early if you aren't used to that. So make sure you don't give up. Another thing that you can actually do that can significantly help you to wake up early is to keep your alarm far from your bed. Most people have their alarms in their phones, so when it rings in the morning, you simply hit that snooze button, and once you wake up, you realize that you have been hitting the snooze button for the last hour. Let's say you keep your alarm at a distance. You can't simply turn it off when it rings while you are half asleep. You will have to wake up, stand up, and walk to turn it off, and by then, you will be already awake. And make sure you have a bottle of water right beside your bed. Besides the fact that there are many healthy habits of drinking water in an empty stomach, for the past 7 or 8 hours you didn't have water and your body needs to get hydrated to function properly. After a glass of water, you will find it much easier to get up. And now it's your turn. How early do you get up in the morning? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, hit the like button if you have enjoyed this video, and if you don't want to miss the next video, then hit the subscribe button and the bell besides it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.